welcome. Feels like it's been a long time since I've been here, since we've been here together, since we've been in a stream, in a broadcast, or whatever you want to call it. But here we are, we're back, Friday night. This is a NARR community event. Hopefully, I don't know if my levels are going to be okay. I guess we'll find out after the fact. Only because my software's messed up about a week ago, and I had to redo everything. So I'm now kind of not back to square one, but back to testing every single time on streams to figure out what is good and what is not. So thanks for being here, if you're here right now. If you're not here now, welcome when you show up later, if you do. As I said, this is a Friday night community event. This will be two 20-minute races. This is the Aquila, however you want to say it, CR1, and we're here at Bilsterberg. A very fun track, a very fun combo altogether. These cars are right up there in the top 5 for me personally of cars to drive within Race Room. They're very fun. They're very agile, very easy to get along with, and they work on just about any track that they're put on. So fantastic combination, and we should see a lot of people out there. How many people do we have at the moment? We've got 19 people in the server. That's pretty good for a Friday night. So welcome to all of them. Thank you to all of them that are out there at the moment. And hopefully all 19 are still around after the second 20-minute race. So as always, welcome. Welcome back. If you're new, welcome for the first time. If you're new here, if you're finding this through whatever algorithm YouTube's put us into or put you into, and you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and put a subscribe on there. You can subscribe and not set up your notifications. My goodness, that car is... I don't know what that black car was doing, but that car is all over the place. I don't even know who that is. But if you want to subscribe and put notifications on, that's perfect. If you want to subscribe and not put notifications on, that's just as good. Either way, you'll know when we put things up. You'll know when we go live. You'll know when any recordings go up after the fact. And you will always be in the know. If you're watching videos and you want to put a like on there, go ahead and put a like on there. It just boosts morality, I guess you could say. And I'm not really sure why now my screensaver seems to be doing all kinds of good stuff. So bear with me here as we now have 2 minutes of practice time left. Once we get through this practice session, we'll have 15 minutes of qualifying. And that 15 minutes of qualifying will set the grid for race number 1. Once race number 1 is done, I believe, I'm probably wrong, but I'm going to say it's a reverse top 10 grid, I think. And then anything after top 10 is based on results of race number 1. So there is some incentive there to, try to get as high as you can. But if someone happens to be more mid-pack than in the front of everything, if you're around P8, 9, 10, you're obviously going to be in 1, 2, and 3 for race number 2. So there's kind of incentive up and down the field from 1 to 10. If you're beyond 10, then you want to be as close to 10 as possible. That way you start 11th. As I'm talking about stuff here, I'm also checking on things, as I tend to do during these. But I seem to always forget where Windows puts stuff. Okay. So I think we have that set. So, yes, after this ends, which it just has, we'll go into 15 minutes of qualifying, and we'll be on from there. So, back to what I was saying about the YouTube channel. If you want to subscribe, that's perfect. If you want to subscribe, get your notifications set up, that's even more perfect. If you want to like some videos that you've been watching, that is the bee's knees. That is the tops. Make sure and show some love, not really for me personally. Show some love for the community, the NARR community. Show some love for all these folks out there throughout the videos, throughout the past year. Basically back to early 2021 when kind of everything started up. We've been going almost a full year here with this YouTube channel. So show some love for all the videos out there, all the racers out there, and all the various good times we've had. Beyond the YouTube, we have our Twitch, North America Raceroom. Find your way over there if you want to, and get that all set up. We have our Twitter, we have our Instagram, and finally we have the actual Discord itself. The link for that is discord.gg/NARR. That will get you directly to it for you to join, for you to have future access to races like you're going to see here tonight, to future races, events in Race Room, in Automobilista 2. Let's see. You'll also get access to stuff that might happen in iRacing. You might get access to stuff that may happen in Assetto Corsa 1 or even Assetto Corsa Competizione, ACC. So we do various things throughout the various sims. If you're not in our community, you'll obviously never know. So jump on in there, have some fun. We've got some dirt rally stuff set up. We do things at times within Wreckfest. I was about to say Rec Room. That's wrong. Wreckfest. So it's just a great place to hang out, meet some new people, meet some awesome sim racers, top to bottom, and just meet some awesome people, top to bottom as well. So if you have any interest in this hobby of sim racing or career, if that's your goal in life, or if you're deep into it already, you'll find some great stuff in the NARR community. So find your way there, get yourself set up, and get going. After all that, we're now into qualifying. You're going to see, once people start putting in some valid laps here, and valid times, you're going to see those times come up here on the left-hand side within the timing board. I don't know. I saw some people running like a 1:44 in practice. We'll start seeing some times here pop up once people start coming to the start-finish line. And that'll give you a really good indication of what some times might be like. And just a tidbit of information, whether you've watched before or you haven't watched before, sometimes I stick around and commentate throughout the entire thing. I will not be doing that this evening. I'm going to step away and get some stuff done. I've been gone for the past couple of days, so I've got some things that I need to do. So basically, this stream, these races, will be on what is called the auto director, where the auto director will catch the closest action based on the relative times for position. So if there's a big battle between P1 and P2, auto director will get there. If there's a big battle between P12, 13, and 14, auto director will put it there. So it keeps everything on screen that should be on screen, and usually does a really great job. So even though that I'm not sitting here, not talking, not keeping an eye on things, the system does pretty well itself. So you should have everything you want to see, whether you're here now or you come by later. So I think for the next 10 minutes I am going to step away for a bit. So auto director will shift around through the people out there going on qualifying. You see some times starting up right now. Ken Garbett with a 1:43 even. So we'll see if anyone can get below that, and we'll go from there. So I will be back here in a few minutes for the start of this race. We'll kick it off, and then we'll step away again, but we'll keep everything running. So appreciate everyone stopping by who may be here now. Appreciate anyone who's stopped by at a later time to watch this video. It's always appreciated. Either way it's watched. Make sure to put a like on this. Make sure to subscribe if you want to. Make sure to put a comment if you want to. So we'll be back in a little bit, and we'll see you then. All right. So we're coming down to about 40 seconds left to qualify. And we can see the times now. You've got Ian McClure on top at the moment with a 140.7. Tobias with 2 1,000s. Yeah. Super close there between P1 and P2. With Muhammad coming in at P3, Jeff Lacey P4, Victor Paz P5, Oscar Fielding P6, Greg Hancock P7, Ken Garbett P8, Luke Filippone P9, Richard Blatcher P10, Mark Sutton P11, Vic Vega P12, Emery Anderson P13, Ricardo Costa P14, James McKnight P15. It looks like Dom Bessel and Rangy Rover were unable to qualify, so they will start in 16 and 17. So there are your qualifying results for race number 1. As remember, the results of race number 1 set the grid for race number 2. So what we have now, we have about a 3-minute warm-up session where people tend to go crazy, go a little nutty. And once this 3-minute session expires, I guess you could say, we'll be on to race number 1. So there we go. 3 minutes of warm-up. Now, there will be another 3-minute warm-up between race 1 and race 2. But as of right now, we are ready for race number 1. 20 minutes of the Aquila CR1 around Bilsterberg. Should be a fun one. Should be a fun one to watch. Should be 17 people on this grid. 15 were able to qualify. 2 were unable. We'll be starting from the back. This is the 1 minute session where folks have the opportunity to set their fuel load, change any tires they want, change anything in their setup they may want, hit the ready button, get on the grid, and get ready to go. So it looks like we're waiting on maybe one more. There it is. They're going to be off very, very soon. And there we are. We're off. Two white CR1s right up there. Mr. Lacey there in P4. I'll stick around for a lap or so, and then I'll step away again as this thing continues on. But you've got Tobias there in P2, Ian McClure still out in P1, Mohammed in P3, Jeff Lacey P4. Rangy here in the back working on maybe Emery Anderson perhaps. Someone's off right ahead. There's Emery. Rangy's clear up there. I think there's something up. Potentially with some folks, maybe. It'll be interesting to see the comments back from folks in the server, because I've seen Dom's name show up a few times with slowdown penalties, but he is not on the timing board. He's not in the software that I can see, so I'm unsure what is really happening. We can only assume that these people are where the software says they are. But that's one lap. 2 minutes down, 18 to go. So enjoy for 18 more minutes of this race number 1. Auto Director will jump around as needed. And I'll tell you what, let's put up the compare next car. So the car that it's focused on is going to be on the right-hand side. And the car that it's chasing down will be on the left, with the information right there in the middle of how close they really are in real time. So enjoy. We'll be back here in just a bit, and we'll see how this all plays out. like we have a two-way battle for P1, P2. With about 11 seconds between these two and P3 behind, so they have definitely distanced themselves very much. And it looks like we're maybe down to 14 people. This is going to be the last lap. I wish I had a way to go on board, but those buttons seem to be broken perhaps. So here they come to the line. Tobias is going to be your P1 with Ian McClure very close behind in P2. So they will be starting P9 and P10 respectively for race number 2. Here comes Jeff Lacey across the line. P3 for him. Podium position, Victor Paz comes across P4. Oscar Fielding coming across to P5. Mohammed's going to come across here, P6. Luke Filippone coming through the last turn there. He's going to come across the line at P7. Greg Hancock, not too far behind there in P number 8. Ken Garbett with Rangy. No. So that's Ken Garbett there in P9. Coming across. Rangy coming through here. He's going to be P10. He's going to be on pole for race number 2. As he comes across the line. I'm not sure who that other green CR1 was. Oh, Rangy just goes right into the wall. Vic Vega coming through P11. Emery Anderson some seconds behind. We'll follow him all the way through. He's got Mark Sutton right behind him. And there are your results. Tobias, P1. Ian McClure with the fastest lap, P2. Jeff Lacey, P3. Victor Paz, P4. Oscar Fielding, P5. Mohammed, P6. Luke Filippone, P7. Greg Hancock, P8. Ken Garbett, P9. And Rangy Rover, P10. No, P11. Dom, there he's showing up. P10 for Dom. So Dom's going to be on the podium or on the pole position for race number 2. So now one more 3-minute warm-up. And then once we get through this, let's go with auto director. Someone else will move out there. Once we get out to there, the grid will be set based on race number 1, and then we'll be on for 20 more minutes. And once again, here we go. So, warm-up session done. On to now 1 minute before race number 2. Top 10 positions are reversed from the results of race number 1, and then 11 through 15 or 16 are based on the race 1 results. So, Rangy on the outside looking in there from P11. And let's see. So it is still broken. That's crazy. Oh no. Yeah, I don't know where anyone is now. Saying Rangy's number 2, which he might be. Now he's P10 because of the bug. But they're off. Here they all go. Into turn 1. It's like a swarm of bees, these CR1. I guess that's Rangy out there in P2, P1, somewhere. Ken Garbett there in P4, not too far behind. They're all pretty well bunched up. If I could give you a cockpit view, I would, but I can't because the seems to be the broadcasting software is slightly broken. It wouldn't be Race Room without some technical bugs. It just bugs all around. So, God bless you, Race Room. God bless you. Muhammad's going off, sliding everywhere. Back to 6th. Up they go. Don Bessel's out there somewhere. God knows where. My software doesn't know where he is. I'm sure the people out there don't know where he is, because I believe he's stuck in that bug of the relative timings and just the timings overall, where he's probably not showing up anywhere, but he's probably out there on track. Not sure if he can be seen, but he's definitely there. Probably started P1. Once again, the software doesn't really know what's happening. But that was lap number 1 of this 20-minute race. The timing board on the left there might be correct. Then again, it might not be. So really, for 18 minutes, sit back, watch, enjoy it. Auto Director is going to catch it all. I'm going to step away again for a bit. And we'll be back towards the end of this. But turn it on up. You'll hear the sounds of these beautiful CR1s here around Bilsterberg. And I think you'll like it. down to under 1 minute. And there's been a heck of a battle from what is probably, I don't know if it's P2, 3, or 4, or 3 through 5. But Tobias, Oscar Fielding, Jeff Lacey, Victor Paz, these four have been battling almost the entire race. And there goes Oscar sliding to the outside. And they're bringing everyone back in. Rangy is here. So this is definitely going to be the last lap. I don't know if Rangy's in first place. Dom might be out there somewhere. Maybe in first. Maybe somewhere else. It seems the timing bugs, the relative timing bugs, the various bugs right now that are plaguing Race Room have somehow made their way into the unranked hosted session environment of the sim. So Rangy may be coming through here at P1, but then again he may be coming through at P2. We'll find out at the very end. Tobias is going to come across provisional P2 at the moment. Jeff Lacey provisional P3. Victor Paz provisional P4. Then just a swarm of people. Oscar Fielding coming through provisional. My goodness, I'm trying to see too much. Provisional P5. Mohammed provisional P6. Greg Hancock provisional P7. Ian McClure P8. Ken Garbett P9. Mark Sutton coming through here. I would assume, I won't assume anything, provisional P10. Putting provisionals in front of all this because I don't actually know. Everyone might get shifted down one, or some people might get shifted somewhere. Emery Anderson is going to be coming through here, provisional P11. He's got James McKnight behind him, provisional P12. So we'll all find out here very shortly once the results pop up, and to find out where everyone is. But while we're waiting for the few to finish, thank you to anyone who stopped by here with this live broadcast. Thank you to anyone who stopped by at a later time for the recording up on YouTube. It's very much appreciated. All the eyes that get on these videos, the views, the likes, any comments, and whatnot, subscribes to the channel. It's all very much appreciated. And so yes, so Rangy, your overall P1, race 2. Tobias P2, Jeff Lacey P3, Victor Paz P4, Oscar Fielding P5, Mohammed P6, Greg Hancock P7, Ian McClure P8. There's Dom Bessel P9, Ken Garbett P10. And then the rest rounds out your field for this evening's activities. And with that, we'll move to the ending. So as I said, thank you to anyone and everyone who's come out for the live thing here, for the recording later. Apologies. I mean, I'll apologize. Nothing really, anything we can do about it for the slight bugs that are seen with people that may or may not be out there on track, not showing up on the timing board, or they do show up on the timing board. Race Room right now has a few various bugs within the race timing, I guess you could call it, overall, that like I said, seems has made its way into the all corners of the sim. So hopefully they can get them all ironed out in one way, shape, or form. But overall, as I said in the beginning, this was a fantastic combination, a fantastic car. That's really good on any track that it's on, and this is a good fast, tight circuit. A lot of bends, a lot of corners, a lot of turns. There's just a lot of great action up and down the field. So if you come across this, make sure to put a like on this. Not for me, not for the stream. Put a like on this for the people that were actually out there racing. Put a like on there for the community itself, NARR. It's a fantastic community with a lot of fantastic people, and fantastic, clean, exciting racing, top to bottom. So put a like on there for all of those people. Not me specifically, not me personally, show them that you enjoyed their content, because it's all for them out there. It's not for me. So show the love, and they will be appreciative of it. So with that, I mean, we'll call it a night. Tomorrow, Saturday, February 12th, there will be the weekly ranked event. It's going to be a 2-hour multi-class session on Silverstone with the P1 class and the GTR1 class. So hopefully we get some good numbers. I think I've seen through the various channels that there'll be a good number of folks from Australia and or New Zealand joining our server. It's just a better time for them. It'll be Sunday morning there in their time zones, and they're able to get to it rather than their normal Saturday time slot for their server. So should be a lot of great racers out there. Should have a pretty good number of people. We'll definitely have a stream up. I'm unsure if I'm driving myself or not. I need to get into a car and see what I can do personally. So if I'm driving, there'll probably no commentary. Even if I'm not driving, I'm not sure if there'll be commentary, but we'll definitely have the Discord voice chat up and going. That way, there's at least something you can at least hear some of the insight or some of the inside chatter from the racers that are actually out there. So come on back for that tomorrow if you're not participating, or even if you are, put it up beside you, and you can hear some things going along while you're actually out there on track. So with that, we'll call it an evening. Thanks for stopping by, whether it's here now or at a later time. Thanks for the views. Thanks for